Welcome to Nasdaq Trade Talks. I'm Jill Malandrino, Global Markets Reporter at Nasdaq. Joining us at the MarketSite studio, we have Dr. TJ Jiang. He is the CEO of Nasdaq-listed AvePoint. AvePoint here today at the MarketSite with its first Investor Day. It is great to have you with us, TJ. Welcome to Trade Talks.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah, a lot of milestones for having your first Investor Day here. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Let's talk about cyber for a moment here, particularly as organizations across all industries, they're embracing that shift to hybrid work. How is that impacting cyber threats, and how is it compromising security within the digital space?
You know, there's a saying now, it's not whether you're hacked, it's whether you know you're being hacked. So every business are trying to be technology business because technology and cloud innovation is driving things forward, and that's how you innovate. At the same time, of course, you have the other side of the equation where you need to protect your corporate data, protect your IP. So cyber is real, it's a business high priority problem. It's no longer just an IT problem. So we see that as we cover our global customers as regulated industry, we're actually in that space day in, day out, where we actually are the largest SaaS data management and data operations player for the Microsoft cloud space. So every day we actually talk to customers about cyber, about data security and data management.
It's so interesting that you say that cyber is no longer just IT. There's actually a security component to it as well.
Yes.
It sounds like.
That's right. Almost every other week you hear about some firm, even some of the private tech data management firms experience supply chain attacks, experiencing some zero-day attack. You know, you're only as strong as your weakest link. Somebody in your organization click on something that lead to it. So it's about a proactive, continuous posture. I was talking to my CISO yesterday, it's almost the analogy is everyone now you assume you'll get sick. It's about how to manage that illness. You're going to go to see a doctor, and how do you recover quickly? So that's the new posture now. It's a continuous proactive monitoring and reaction to contain the contagion and overcome that.
How can individuals and organizations, what can they do to prevent costly, data loss, prevent breaches?
So there's, as with all things, it's not just technology, it's people, technology, and process. So it starts with educating your employees, educating private citizens about the importance of cybersecurity, importance of your personal data. Who has access to your data, and what do they do with it? Second, of course, there's technology. You want to automate as much as you can to protect your employees, to protect your data assets in cloud. So you know who has access to what, from where, and when. And this is a very big part of our business. And third is the process. So there's actually ongoing certifications and education. It can come in form of corporate learning and development, and that's how we expand into that space to continue to educate on change management, adoption of these technologies to then form a better cohesive posture against active cyber attacks.
And as I mentioned, you had your first ever Investor Day at the Nasdaq MarketSite, sharing your strategy and the outlook. And I was upstairs. There was a lot of people there, so there certainly is interest in the company. Tell us more about the company and some of the highlights from the Investor Day.
Yeah, we're very excited to be a Nasdaq company. Thank you for hosting us. So we have a massive addressable market that obviously is cloud, is data management, is SaaS operation management, and the opportunity in front of us is vast. And now we've been talking about generative AI. The amount of data, this is actually Satya Nadella was recently stated that by 2025, 10% of all data produced will be generated by generative AI. So you think we have a big data problem now? We will continue. The floodgate has opened.
Right.
We'll have an even massive problem of managing, protecting, and govern that data. And that's the space we're in. So, of course, in this macroeconomic climate where things are very uncertain, our mantra is profitable growth. So we want to focus on sustainable, profitable growth, and also help our customers to maximize ROIs, save costs, and also to consolidate the vendor management from a cybersecurity perspective as well.
So what are some of the solutions that you provide?
Yeah, so we actually have a confidence platform. It's a data orchestration engine around data management and data governance. So we have what's called the resiliency suite. It's around business continuity. It's around ransomware detection and recovery. Allow end users to recover their data anytime, any point in time, full fidelity from multi-clouds or even from on-prem. And then we, of course, have the control side, is to say who has access to what, when, and also when they're done with a project. when they're done with the collaboration, how do I retire that? How do I do continuous certification if that person moved roles or leave the organization? And lastly, we have what's called modernization. We actually do data integration, collect data from different sources, on-prem, cloud to cloud, so that customer have a holistic view of all their data and be able to manage that. So those are the three major vertical areas we collectively call the confidence platform.
So you had mentioned regenerative AI before. Now you throw in machine learning, you think about other big data, Web3, metaverse, all these content creators coming together. How do you see cybersecurity as an industry in AvePoint evolving with all these new technologies becoming ubiquitous in our everyday lives?
That's right. It's a very fast-moving ecosystem. Technology is been changing every day, and of course with ChatGPT, generative AI, we are now in a new era. So things are moving so fast. It's really continuously going forward. So as technology companies, especially SaaS companies, we actually update our software every 2 weeks, right? So with DevOps, with containerization, we position our software on hyperscalers, on cloud platforms. So as the cloud platform themselves scale and modernize, we ourselves as well. So this combined pace of innovation allow us to stay in the forefront versus some of the vendors are legacy and they're not jumping onto cloud fast enough. They have to pay that, they have to overcome the technical debt and they have to cannibalize some of their stack to go to cloud because the cloud itself is modernizing very quickly.
Yeah, all right, TJ, appreciate the insight. Thanks for joining us on Trade Talks. And thanks for joining me. I'm Jill Malandrino, Global Markets Reporter at Nasdaq.